Good morning, I'm John Gosling from Breakwater IT, and I just have a little update for you on a couple of things from Microsoft. First of all, Microsoft have announced there's going to be a price rise on 6 products in the next month or so, and we just need to just talk through that really. So there's going to be a price rise on Microsoft 365 Business Basic, Business Premium, and the Microsoft 365 E3 products. There's also going to be a price rise on Office 365 E1, Office 365 E3, and Office 365 E5. It's going to be around 20%. We haven't had official pricing yet, but this is what we're told. The price rise will be applied when you come out of what is your 12-month agreement. Now, this is something that at the minute sits in the background you don't necessarily know about because you pay monthly, but there is actually a renewal term in the background that Microsoft have just never enforced. And this leads us on to the new commerce experience, which is the second part of our talk. NCE, or New Commerce Experience, or NCE for short, has been introduced over the last couple of years as a way of simplifying licenses and the way that we purchase licensing. So going from a plethora of different ways of licensing servers and software and 365 to just kind of condensing it into one way of doing it, which eventually will actually make life a lot simpler for us. But they are changing a couple of things in the background, and a key one is the license term. So we'll go through the two ways that we've really got the two options we have on license term here. So we have annual agreement with a monthly payment, which is similar to how we have in the minute, and there's a monthly agreement with a monthly payment. The annual agreement with a monthly payment means you have the 12-month commitment, which is already there, but just not enforced, but they will now enforce it. So if your renewal is in April, you then sign up for another 12 months on that commitment. The difference because they weren't enforcing it before, the difference being that you could drop your licenses. So this helped some people in the pandemic. They were able to drop licenses a bit to save some money. With the 12-month agreement, you wouldn't be able to do that. If you sign up for, say, 20 licenses, you have a commitment to buy a minimum of 20 licenses within the next 12 months. You can go up at any time, but once you've gone up, you only have 72 hours to change that to go down again. And so once it's up, so if it's gone up to 21 and you've gone past the 72 hours, which is not business hours, it's just 72 hours, so that could run over a weekend, it stays there, and that's your commitment for the rest of the year. The other option is a monthly agreement with monthly payment. This enables you to do roughly what we do already, so you can move licenses up, you can move licenses down as people start and leave. It makes it nice, and it's very accurate in terms of billing. There are a couple of downsides to this. 20% uplift in price for you and for us, and which makes it kind of compelling to not do it, but it does give flexibility. The other downside of the flexibility there is that if you have someone that joins or leaves on, say, the 5th of the month, you still have to pay for the whole month. So they only actually do the numbers up and down at the beginning at the beginning or the end of the month. They don't do it mid-month like we currently do. So that's a bit of a shame. Now, if you're on, say, the Business Premium or the Business Basic product, and you go on the monthly agreement with the monthly price, the monthly payment, you could potentially see a 40% increase. So you have the price increase we mentioned at the beginning, that would come in anyway, and you'd also have another 20% uplift through being only on a monthly 30-day agreement. So you have to be really careful you don't end up with that big shift up in price. So on the back of that, really what we're trying to say is that our recommendation is to commit to the 12 months and have the monthly payment. That protects your price on Office 365 at its current rate for at least 12 months. It may be that the price of these products goes up after 12 months, so them 6 products will go up after 12 months, 20%, but we're protecting you from that. It may be that you have to have a buffer of a couple of licenses spare to cover starters and leavers as people, come and go from your business. That's going to be, we think, is going to be the best way forward, the cheapest and easiest solution for everybody. But ask us questions, pop them in the comments below, and we'll get back to you and see what we can do. Thank you very much for listening. Thanks very much. Cheers. Bye.